Okay, so let's talk about ICP. We're in day two, segment two of how to build a company that grows. Now, I'm going to tell on myself. During the pandemic, everybody was doing sourdough. I did a dessert line. So, my idea for my dessert line was a keto vegan dessert. Now, here's where I was wrong. I thought to myself, my ICP is two things it's a vegan, which is a super intense group, and it's somebody who does keto, also a super intense group. So, now how could I go wrong with that? Two really intense ICPs, right? Double the fun. So here's what ends up happening. When I went out to test my product with vegans, they said, I kind of miss the mouthfeel of a sugar. I don't mind gluten. I think it makes a cookie more chewy. And they all liked this brand. They didn't like my brand. And that brand was not a quote unquote clean brand. It had sugar, it had gluten, but they didn't care about that because vegans don't care about those things. Now, my keto people said, "Oh, I like it, but I think I want a little bit more protein. Where's the whey? Where's the whey protein?" Because keto people don't care about dairy, right? So if you think about it, my initial thinking about my ICP was these two super fanatical groups, and they were just going to love it because they're so fanatical about their food. But really, what I was doing was I was taking something away from each one. So for the vegan people, they wanted their sugar, they wanted their gluten. From the ketos, they wanted their whey protein, they wanted that dairy. So my most fanatical group, it's you're going to laugh, diabetics. Now, never would I launch a line called it's a dessert line for diabetics because that's just has a negative connotation. And fast forward 2026, there are brands that are launching called PCOS friendly because PCOS is a relatively not a new disease, but a disease that doesn't have any stigma attached to it. Okay. So you have to be really, really careful when you're forming your ICP. You might think it's one thing, but it's actually another. And that's why customer development, going out and asking questions and testing it with customers is the number one most important thing you can do. It's not ads, it's not raising capital. Okay. So I also want to leave you with one little thing. You can talk to different investors. I've heard them say from 65% all the way up to 90% when they tell you that the most successful companies in their portfolio, those are the ones that returned a nice financial return, were pivots. Okay. So if they were pivots, they didn't have their ICP right. They didn't have their idea right. So never be afraid to be wrong. Okay. You have to look at all these exercises that we're doing in this workshop as just exercises. They're experiments. You're going to go out and you're going to test your product with people and you're going to be totally wrong. And that's okay. It's okay to be wrong when you're trying to find your ICP because up to 90% of successful companies are pivots. So join me for how to build a company that grows. It's completely free. It's completely interactive. You can put your answers in the worksheet. You can save it and I don't see anything, or you can email those to me and I will discuss those with you. I'll go back and forth and I'll give you my feedback. So I look forward to seeing you in day two, segment two. See you there.